Who we going to meet?
Oh, this is Chris and Lyndsey.
Okay.
They have 3 kids. Two are close in age. One was the surprise baby, like Harper was for us. So now they need more space.
Gotcha.
They're deeply rooted in Roswell, and that's where they want to stay. They just need a house with a little bit more space. Oh, and a nice-sized backyard.
Got it.
That could be a little bit of a challenge, only because in the area where they want to be, the lot lines are a little small, so I have to see what I can find and what's going to work. They could go up to $785.
Okay.
So
That's healthy, but in Roswell, the price tag can be healthy too.
yeah.
So,
Well, let's just see how they feel about this first one. Hi, Lyndsey.
Hi.
somebody looks excited.
Great to meet you guys. Oh.
And this is
Bring it in.
Mike, we're getting a hug.
I was about to say, if you don't give me a hug, bro,
We are looking to move because we added to our family and now have a daughter and the 2 boys that are growing. And so we really just need more space.
Yes, a bigger home. We'd also like to be in a nice neighborhood with kids.
A more open floor plan
Yeah.
too, because we love to entertain and have our family over.
Preferably a space for my office.
But I also need an office space, so
Yeah, just more room from what we're currently in. Well, this room's interesting.
not much yard space.
Boys are gonna need somewhere to play. We'll fix it up.
Kitchen's nice. That is an interesting sink setup.
It is.
What do we got in here?
Okay,
It's kind of a small bedroom for the boys.
it's all
Yeah,
right.
about the same size over here.
So you would put the boys in the same room? This,
No.
this
We're
house has
trying to
5.
give them their own rooms. I do worry about how tight it is.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling right now?
I'm at a 5.
I was gonna go 6. I was gonna go 6.
Come on up, guys.
Hey, guys.
I'm glad you decided to come take a look at this one after all.
You talked us into it. Right.
So the lay of the land, you've got an office here, dining room, bedroom and full bath on this level.
Okay.
Great room, kitchen, and a family room off to the side.
Okay.
Upstairs, you have another 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths.
Okay.
Nice.
And so
Excellent.
not counting the basement, we're at 4,000 square feet.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's a big increase from where we were
need some
at
room. We need
before.
more room for sure.
We have the great room.
Oh, wow.
Gets tons of natural light.
Yeah, the high
I
ceilings.
love the high ceilings.
Wow, this is great.
Fireplace could use a little work.
What would you like to see happen here?
With the ceilings being so tall, it would be so nice if it was like the stacked stone, you know,
the way
going
up.
up. That and maybe a different mantle, and
Okay.
it could be really gorgeous.
That's doable. For 10,000, we can update the fireplace.
And dining room is off to the left. See how that feels.
Update the lighting choice.
Okay.
And we don't really use a formal dining room, but I think that this could be a playroom area. But I also need an
Yeah,
office
you need a
space.
second
so
office.
if
Maybe in like the corner or something over there.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's check out the kitchen.
All right. It's huge, but it's definitely dated.
It is. But it gets a lot of natural light, very
windows.
high ceilings. So now we have this slate tile.
Yes.
Do you like this? Or would you prefer to see the hardwood
Would definitely
laced
prefer to
throughout?
see
Yeah, I
the
think the hardwood
hardwoods
would make it.
throughout. Should be updated. Yes. And I don't know that this setup is functioning for us, but
Is it maybe a banquette?
I think that would be
It's
awesome.
like the perfect corner.
I'm interested in what's
Oh, yeah,
behind
should we
here.
look?
Pantry.
Oh my God! Look
okay.
at how big
It's
that
huge.
pantry
Wow.
is.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Look, we could all get in there. We really
Party
could.
room in there.
I see something I like, so
Yeah.
I'll be back.
He's going for the Oreos.
Hashtag party pantry. Okay. So there are things we can do to come up with a better floor plan for the kitchen.
I would love if it was more open to that room.
To this room?
Right.
Yes,
right.
to the
Feels like these are
great
2
room in
separate
there.
sections here.
Okay.
More open to this room.
Right.
Okay, so
And the
let's
great
figure
room.
this out. What if we got rid of the wall, but left the counters almost like a peninsula island, so you can communicate with the other room, but we'd leave the counters so you'd still have all this lower storage?
So it's not quite an island, but we're still getting that island feel.
You're getting
to
a
it.
peninsula
Okay.
feel.
Yes.
And considering we know it's load bearing,
That's right. Because this wall is low bearing, we'll have to do a cutout here. And with the banquette by the window and the floors, the kitchen will cost about $40K. That's most of your $60,000 budget.
I like it. I can see it. I've got the vision
Okay.
where you're going on that one. I know I said. I didn't want to see it, but I'm so glad we came.
I feel like you're ready to make an offer on this house.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
All right. All right.
I think it's a
Let me run
wise
some
decision.
numbers. Come on, let's head out. I'm gonna run the numbers. We'll take a look at the costs. We'll create a story for an offer.
Okay.
Okay. So I just heard back. Offer accepted.
Chris and Lyndsey are staying at Chris's brother's house. We got 8 weeks to get them home. So today's the day. Mark and I have a lot on our plate today. We have demo at Chris and Lyndsey's house. Today, we're gonna take care of that kitchen completely, get the floors up, get all of the cabinets out, and start taking down that wall so we can get some breathing going on in there. Yep. Right here.
Where there was no door, I created one. Here you go. There's one here now.
With the crew working on demo, I'm meeting with Chris and Lyndsey to go over my design plan to really give this home an elevated modern look. So for the kitchen, you're gonna have this beautiful peninsula. The counters will wrap around where there was once a window. And we're gonna add a second one to bring in a ton of natural light and really balance things out, putting the stove and hood right between the two. Then we'll add open shelves right in front of the windows just to give a modern elevated look. For additional storage, there'll be a wall of white oak cabinets as well as lower drawers. Then over in the corner, I'm thinking we can build a banquette. Beautiful plum lowers, and that'll really pop against the floor and the alabaster white walls.
I like it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hey.
Look forward to it.
2 weeks into our 8-week schedule, and we've added the new support beam to open up the kitchen. We've framed out 2 new windows that will add much-needed light and have started building out the fireplace.
How you doing over there? Good. What's it looking like? Talk to me.
Another 5-10 minutes.
This is feeling good. Things had it open and everything?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you have separation, but at the same time, you can still commingle, right?
Yeah.
I know my wife's not gonna like that we had to leave this section of wall here, but we needed it to properly support the upstairs.
Yeah.
So our goal in the kitchen was to take out the entire wall from wall to wall. This way, it was nothing blocking the view. And they would have a nice big peninsula island. But unfortunately, there's a pillar that we had to keep to support the load above. I could take the pillar out, babe, but I would have to put a header in, which would take us over our budget by 14K.
I'm gonna have to let them know.
So come along, man. We'll get there.
Listen, when you finish, make sure you clean up after yourself. All right?
Are you serious? Come on, man. I got work to do here. Let's get busy.
Feeling good, though.
I'm feeling
really
good.
good.
Halfway through our schedule, and we have drywalled the kitchen and the fireplace. The new stone for the fireplace has been delivered. This is the Country Squire flat, and this muted taupey is just gonna look gorgeous. And then we were just thinking, we have one of 3 options to choose from. We could do a cast stone around the front of it,
Okay.
a mantle, wood, that would pick up from the kitchen cabinets and run all the way across. Or we could do a wood flat inset. It's like an L in returns to give you this flat facade, and that could still be the color of the wood in the kitchen, too.
You know, I had been thinking of the mantle all the way across, but I really like the inset idea. I think that would be really cool and like a little more modern.
I'm glad you said that.
6 weeks in and just 2 weeks to get Lyndsey and Chris and their 3 kids out of Chris's brother's house.
Originally, the plan was to lace the hardwoods throughout, so we had a seamless look. Lyndsey and Chris want to do tile in the kitchen. And honestly, I don't think that's the move, because in the hallway, you're actually gonna see tile end and hardwood start. And I feel like that's a mistake. But I couldn't talk them out of it. Right? It's the kind of thing of like, it's the thing of like, how many ways can I tell you no, but it's your house and your money.
Just know that when you do see it, be prepared.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't kidding.
Wow, it really changes the game, doesn't it?
I mean, what do we do? It changes everything.
I mean, I saw pictures of it. It's a whole different thing when you start to see it in large format.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been calling you.
I know, babe.
Trying to remind
I
you.
literally just got here. How are you today?
Yeah. Tried to warn you.
Okay, well, we've had 4 conversations about it. So what happened was, you know, the original plan was we're gonna run dark oak.
Yeah.
Then they went online. and saw kitchens with patterned tile and loved that idea. I tried to direct them to 2, 3 different other options, but it was this one.
I mean, it changes everything.
Well, because it looks very now country and traditional. And we were going for this modern, elevated space. This pattern is so dramatic and loud that it's pulling all the modernizations we're doing down. I think this is an important lesson. When you make a design decision change midway through, it literally is a domino effect that changes everything else. Now we have to figure out how to tie the tile into the rest of the aesthetic. So even over here, I mean, the countless things we're gonna have to rethink. Look at this. So the decision was also now not to do the dark floors, but to stay with this color, which has so much red in it. Not to mention with the dark oak, this gorgeous plum color we put on the bottom worked. Now with the red and with this tile, it just looks like a mess.
Yeah. This floor is pretty much dictating everything you have to do. What would you say the solve is?
I don't know, we have to, this is a lot to fix. I need you to run and get a color wheel for me. Okay. Because we're gonna have to change the color that's painted currently in the office, bring that down so that we can sew the aesthetic together so that we don't fight with that red oak floor or this pattern.
You got it.
We're only 1 week from Lyndsey and Chris moving into their new home, and things are moving fast. The backsplash new hood and countertops are being installed in the kitchen, and my wife has figured out how to remedy the overall design with this new floral tile.
I decided we needed to lose the plum color altogether from the office and the banquette, and we're gonna replace it with black box, because it's gonna ground the space more and not compete with the floor in the kitchen. And then that's gonna pull the whole aesthetic together. The additional tile they bought cost $10,000 apparently, but since it was their choice and they purchased it, they found the money outside of the budget to accomplish that. All we have to do is now repaint the office area, which is not gonna be super expensive. Plus, there's a little bit of a savings left from not refinishing the rest of the floors.
And it didn't really eat into time, so we're still on track. Feel good, babe. This feels good.
Yeah, I'm standing here like, what's missing? But you know, sometimes you just gotta drop everything and step back.
Yeah, I honestly feel like, you know, even with the tile change, we made it work.
Yes, indeed. I feel like, you know what? I was so locked into what I wanted it to be, I couldn't see for a minute what it could potentially be. But I'm glad I got out of my own way and made it work. And it looks good.
How do you think they're gonna feel about it?
They better love it. Hi.
Oh, hey guys. I got the whole crew.
Oh, yes, we do.
So I love the style.
Thank you.
The whole blazer.
Yeah.
So you must be Ethan.
Yes.
And so you're Owen. Nice to meet you guys.
Ethan.
Yes.
You must have been in my closet.
Where's the baby?
We left her at his brother's house.
Okay, I get it. I fully get it. So you've been staying at your brother's. How's that going?
They're ready for us to be out.
I think we're ready for her space back too.
We've lived with family, we know. We know you don't want to outstay your welcome. So we ready to see your new house?
Yes.
So excited.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it.
Wow. So oh my God. Days.
Welcome home.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
That wasn't
crazy.
there before.
This opened up a lot.
Guys,
So open.
it feels so much bigger and lighter
what do you
in
think?
here.
I like it a lot. It looks amazing. It's way better.
And you wanted drama.
Yes, I did in that fireplace.
Yes.
I love that stone. It has this modern look to it.
Oh, I'm glad you love it.
And look in the kitchen. This is absolutely incredible. The flooring.
This is what you love, right?
Oh my gosh.
Do you still love it?
I absolutely love it.
Okay.
Yeah, taking down one wall did so much to
Did
these.
so
Big
much.
difference.
Now, we weren't able to take this one out, right? Because we had structural concerns.
Right.
But do you feel like you're missing anything with it here?
No,
No.
it still feels very open. It's more entertaining space so that I wasn't so cut off from everybody when we were doing things.
Yeah.
We're going to host plenty of parties in this area right here.
Do you remember what it used to look like?
It just felt more claustrophobic, honestly.
There's a wall.
The wall there, the
boxed
old
off.
cabinets, it just needed
It was
maybe,
just cabinets everywhere.
and it felt
right?
dark.
Yeah.
So you said you needed more light.
Yes.
Added the windows here.
The windows look gorgeous.
Gave you the ultra dramatic moment of a hood.
Yes.
And now this really is an intercommunicative space. Ooh, say that 10 times real fast. But everybody can communicate and enjoy one another.
And I love this eat-in area. That is going to be perfect for us.
So Mike built the banquette.
4 drawers underneath there.
Really?
It works.
With
Look
kids,
at that.
you always need the storage, right?
Yes, that's perfect.
Boys, you want to go sit down? See?
Hey, try it out. See if it works.
Give it the real deal. All right.
I call dibs right here.
Is that
Scale
good?
of 1 to 10.
I say 10. 10.
10? That's what I'm talking about. You can keep my suit.
Yeah, you guys, it absolutely looks stunning.
So you needed a home office, like a playroom. Walk through there and tell me how we did.
Okay.
Come check out the Ploffice.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I absolutely love it. I love this wallpaper. I love it. And the painted ceiling. I wouldn't have thought to do that ever. It just looks incredible and it ties it all in with the kitchen.
You needed so many things out of this one space,
Right.
and we really wanted to make it beautiful. So we added a gorgeous desk for you to work at, and then over in the corner, just a little play area for your daughter. You can use these shelves to store toys or books or just keep stuff out of the way.
And she can hang out in here. I can get some work done. It works out perfectly. It
I
looks
want to know what
great.
Chris is thinking.
I like the color choice, actually. I'm not a big wallpaper guy, but this looks fantastic.
You know your office was almost plum. All right, so let's come in here and talk numbers.
This looks absolutely stunning. It's more than I could have ever imagined. I'm so excited.
Yes, I did not know that a lot of this was possible, and they certainly came in and brought out their own styles for things we were never gonna do that turned out really well.
Definitely exceeded all my expectations by far.
Well, we purchased the house for $725. That's what they were asking.
Your budget for reno, $60K.
That's right.
But once we add the tile in, brought you up to 70.
That's right.
Right around 70. So that's $795 investment. But to top it off, I decided to take another look at those comparables. If you were to put this on the market, you could get $885 for it.
Okay.
So that's $90,000 of equity just for improving upon the house currently.
Right.
And so that's what you want. What do the boys think though?
I love it. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, it's a lot
You gonna
more
keep it
open.
clean?
Yeah, no, probably not.
At least he's honest.
Thank you guys so much.
Enjoy.
Bye, you guys.
They love this house.
They do.
Yes.
It's a home.
It makes it so worthwhile. You know, no matter what bumps and bruises we run into along the way.
Here's what I feel good about. Ethan and Owen are giving us a thumbs up.
I think that kid is gonna be like president or something.
I think so.
He comes dressed for success. All in all, great job.
Great job.
Another one down?
Another one down.
I call dibs this chair.
Is your chair?
Yep.
Now we've got all the pieces. It checks all the boxes.
Ready to party.
I call corner seat.
The corner seat? Oh, that's pretty comfy, actually, right here.
All right.
Who's gonna cook for us tonight?
You are.